Good morning, Wob Nation. Week 6 is in the books. We're about halfway through the regular season. Crazy upsets this last week. So let's get into the Week 6 awards. Starting out, the Mankind Unexpected. Kenny got demolished by Joseph by 73.8 points, which also leads him to the Psycho Sid putting up a Jason-sized performance of 83 points. Kenny, you now have 2 losses and drop down just a little bit out of that pathetic performance. Next, the Revolting Blob. I'm giving out 2 this week. First, obvious is to me, losing by 0.2 points. We'll get to a little bit later. But if I would have started Miles Sanders instead of Malcolm Brown against the 49ers defense, I wouldn't have been where I'm at in this predicament. But more embarrassing, even so, is Ben, who had the chance to beat Brian, to give Brian his first loss, but he sat Stephon Diggs, who got over 50 points. If he would have put him in for either receiver or the flex, you would have won, but you didn't, because you suck. Now, the Brooklyn Brawler, we have Jason hasn't won yet, 6 losses in a row, and New John hasn't won since week 1, 5 losses in a row. The Owen Hart Memorial Awards go to Cruiser. Will Dissly not only got 0 points, but he is also out for the season. You need a new tight end. And Dylan Evan Ingram, who got 0 points. I don't think he's out for the season, but you probably need a new tight end too. The Val Venus, New John, Panthers D, your highest score for the week. And then the second Val Venus, Ben Pats D. This is probably why you lost to Brian, because your highest scoring player is a defense. And so the Pats D, again, got you the most points. WrestleMania 3, Lee over myself, as I mentioned, 0.2 points coming down to the wire. Geronimo Allison got 2 yards or 3 yards too much, even though the Packers won. Still didn't like that. David Arquette, Joseph over Kenny. All right, you know what? That's crazy. Kenny, I didn't think you'd put up that few points, but you somehow did. John Cena, Lee, you have the most... hold on. Right there. Lee, Matt Ryan, 37.9 points. Congratulations. It was enough to get you the win over myself. Undertakers, Brian, 6 wins in a row. You haven't lost. And Ciroc, surprisingly, has come back 4 wins in a row. Congratulations. And finally, this week's Andre the Giant. Most points this week. New person, $25 back in your account. That is Joseph with 156.8 points. Alerts for next week. We have Joseph on an Undertaker alert. You have me and Dylan on Brooklyn Brawler alerts. And now predictions. The Toilet Bowl. Sadly, I hate to do this, but I am a fair commissioner. The Toilet Bowl for week 7 is myself versus Jason. The game of the week. Ciroc versus Ben. Wouldn't have thought this week 3. And then finally, the upset special. I'm calling, drumroll please, New John over Kyle. All right, everybody. Good luck in this week. And I'll see you all on the waiver wire.